Shalom, shalom. I'm Kaya from GMS Camp out here in Phoenix, Arizona. First, I want to give us all praise, glory, and honor is to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahweh Shai, Bashem, Rahakwadash. Of course, I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders that have taught us the truth and rule well. I want to say shalom to the 144,000. I also want to say shalom to the speckled bird out there, even though you may look like the heathen, but are not the heathen. I also want to say shalom to the Akwath and Akim. If you were paying attention to that outage, one of the brothers in Australia was going into it, what happened the other day, that the outage. So let's go into an article real quick. And I am at the plantation, just in case it sounds I'm talking low. So let's go here. Matter of fact, before we do that, this is fair use. Fair use. This was already said.
Use.
Let's rewind that. This is Carl Schwab.
Pay insufficient attention to the frightening scenario of a comprehensive cyber attack, which would bring to a complete halt to the power supply, transportation, hospital services, our society as a whole. The COVID-19 crisis would be seen in this respect as a small disturbance in comparison to a major cyber attack. To use the COVID-19 crisis as a timely opportunity to reflect on the lessons the cybersecurity community can draw and improve our preparedness for a potential cyber pandemic.
Think about what he just said. That was 3 years ago. He just told you. He just told on himself. Now, let's go to the article. A regular software update on Friday set off a chain reaction of absolute chaos that affected every major global organization, including banks, airlines, retail stores, food establishments, and law enforcement. The resulting outcome could be the greatest worldwide IT failure in record history. Isn't that something? How did he know 3 years ago that these things would happen? Now you see how these devils work? See, at the end of the day, these devils been plotting. So what's going to come out of this? I'm going to tell you what's going to come. Oh, they're going to shut it down. And when they restart it, Revelations 13, 16, and 17 will be implemented. That RFID microchip is going to be pushed. Matter of fact, let's go to some scriptures real quick. And Salaki, I'm going to make this kind of quick because I am at the plantation. Let me see. Since I'm inside and where I have internet, we're going to Proverbs, right? Let's go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 4. And we're going to get verse 16, right? Let's get that real quick. And it says, Proverbs, is that what I don't know? Let me see, 4 and 16, yep. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away, unless they cause some to fall. So at the end of the day, these devils are always up to no good. This is mischief. You see, they sleep not. For matter of fact, let's read it in the NLT. For evil people can't sleep until they have done their evil deed for the day. They can't rest until they've caused someone to stumble. At the end of the day, they're causing what? A major stumble. Now, yes, this happened over there. One article said here in Arizona with the Microsoft. And I work in the medical field. We didn't, that I know of, I didn't see anything go down. Our computers were running. But at the end of the day, we see what these devils are doing. We see already. Matter of fact, let's get one more scripture. Let's go back. Let's go to the book of Psalms, right? Let's go to the book of Psalms 64, right? Psalm 64 and 5. They encourage themselves in an evil matter. They commune of laying snares privately, saying, who shall see them? See, that's how they think. That's how they operate. They got them think tanks. They in those back rooms talking about what's the next thing they're going to do. See, 3 years ago, this man talked about a cyber attack. And then all of a sudden, look what happened. All they're doing is cutting the grid off to see how people react, to see the chaos. Wait until they cut it off for good. Maybe not for good as to say, but they're going to cut it off long enough. So by the time they cut it back on, guess what? They're going to push that chip, that RFID microchip. What would be happening when they cut everything off? Let's get a scripture. What's going to be happening, right? Let's go to the Apocrypha. These things will be happening, right? Second Ezra's, right? Cancel that, Salakia. Things are going to be going on. This is Second Ezra 15 and 16. For there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their action shall stand in their power. So at the end of the day, guess what? There's going to be anarchy. There's going to be chaos. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able, for because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. Verse 19, a man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. What, Salakia? What happened? Salakia. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. These are the things that are coming. Think about if they would have left that, cut that off, left all that off. You can't go to the bank, so you can't get money. Your ATM don't work. If a long period of time was to go by, people will start to do what? You see what the scriptures say here? See, these devils gonna cause chaos. Order out of chaos. To get that new world order kicking. Revelations 13, 16, and 17. Let's get that. You gotta know where they're going, what they headed for, what they trying to do, right? Revelations chapter 13, verse 16 and 17. This is what's coming. Prophecy. Revelation 13, verse 16 and 17. I'll get there. And he causes all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads. Guess what that is? That is the RFID microchip. See, if you're paying attention, Amazon, different places already got it. They come by and they swipe their hand, right? They swipe their hand and they can buy their groceries. See, pretty soon, they're going to be really pushing it. Pretty soon, as I've said before, there'll be no more dollars. There'll be nothing that folds and nothing that jingles. See, these devils have already plotted and planned. Their tongues are falling up on themselves. They're snitching, they're tattletelling on themselves. Of course, you're going to start seeing other people come out like, wait a minute. They have said this and they have said that. Matter of fact, let's get that, right? Psalm 64. It's going to be Psalm 64. I think it's verse 8. Psalm 64 and 8. Let's see what it says. Let me see what I want to read in the NLT. There it is. In the NLT, their own tongues will ruin them, and all who see them will shake their heads in scorn. They're going to be mad. They're going to be mad when they realize it. And certain people are already seeing it. Of course, we see it. We ain't ignorant of Satan's devices. We know exactly what this devil's doing and what he's trying to do and why he's trying to do it. But it's not going to work in his favor. Matter of fact, when all these things happen, people ask, well, when all hell breaks loose, what are y'all going to do? We're going straight to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah. We ain't worried about it. Matter of fact, since we're in Psalms, All right, let's go to Psalms. What is that? Psalms 91 and verse 15. And let's see what it says. Let's read in the NLT, Psalms 91 and 15. When they call on me, I will answer. I will be with them in trouble. I will rescue and honor them. Who's the them? The elect out of the house of Israel. Those that are doing the will of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai are going to be all right. Now you see what these devils are doing? But anyway, hope you was edified. This wasn't meant to be very long since I'm at the plantation. Hope you was edified. I'm going to give all praise, glory, and honor. It's a Yahweh Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'ashem Ra'akodash. Shalom.